Hello, and welcome to another episode of King on Things. I'm your host, Robert, and today we were going to be unboxing a really cool knife, but unfortunately, it didn't come in the mail. I got the mail drop earlier, took a look. It was actually from UPS, so I got an item from UPS earlier, and only one item came. The knife wasn't one of them. I was supposed to get two things today. So anyway, without further ado, we'll do an unboxing on the ThruNite Archer Pro. Now, if you remember several videos back, we did an unboxing on the ThruNite Archer Mini, which is right here. So this is kind of like the little brother to the ThruNite Archer Pro. So let's take a look at and unbox it and make a little comparison between the two. So same thing. This is pretty much the same box the Archer Mini came in, just bigger. And it looks pretty much the same inside. It had these are all USB-C cables on ThruNite devices, which is really cool. That's kind of like an enhancement. For the prices, the Mini was around 20-ish, and this Pro was about 40-ish. So, for the price, it's not too bad, and it has a lot of great features, including the USB-C cable. So the flashlight is made in China, as you can see by the directions here, and that's unfortunate. I prefer to buy US-made products, but for these types of lights where I'm going to use these where they may get lost or damaged, it wouldn't be a heartbreak if they did. I'm willing to purchase a Chinese product at a lower cost, so that I don't lose something like my Stiletto Pro, my Surefire Stiletto Pro, or my Streamlight Wedge, because those flashlights are more important to me. I want to make sure that if I'm doing something or if I'm going somewhere, like I went on a cruise, I didn't want the flashlight to disappear, and now I'm pissed off because my $220 flashlight's gone, right? So these are more value-based. So let's take a look at the flashlights physically, right? So if you can see, that literally the Mini is like the little brother of the Pro. They're very similar in stature. There is some texture to this one, and it's smooth on this one. But other than that, I mean, they're almost identical, except for size, right? So let's go over the specs. And forgive me, I'm going to just kind of go a little bit from memory on the Mini. But I do have the specs for the Pro. So if you want to know the exact specs, you can. I'll put the video to the Mini in the link, and you can make the comparisons there. So let's take a look at the dimensions first of the Pro. And like I said, I'm not going to have the Mini dimensions or provide those. I will provide a lumen comparison, but I won't be providing dimension comparisons. So the Pro is 4.65 inches long, 1.65 inches thick here, and 1.54 inches thick here. So it kind of tapers down. It is about 2.29 ounces. It does have batteries included, as it is rechargeable. So they're rechargeable batteries. All you do is you unscrew it here, just like you do on the Mini, and it reveals your USB-C charging port. Go ahead and charge it, and then as you can see, there's an O-ring on there, and you just tighten it there, and bam, it becomes water resistant again. We'll get into those specs on that because it does have a level of water resistance. So let's get into the modes on this. So first off, difference. This Mini has about 4 modes. I think 3 modes if you don't include the throttle step down. So it has 3 modes. This has 5 modes if you don't include step down. So let's go into those. The turbo modes. The turbo mode on the Pro is 1022 lumens, which steps down to 191 lumens after 1.5 minutes and then lasts for 145 minutes. And I don't know the minutes on this, but this goes from 400 on the Mini. The Mini goes from 405 lumens down to 157 lumens when it steps down. So the infinity high, which is the next level, they call it infinity high, is 478 lumens, and it steps down to 208 lumens, and that's after a minute, and then lasts for 150 minutes. So that's kind of an interesting duration change there. It has on the higher level, it's kind of a little bit less of a time than the turbo level, but the duration of the step down is longer. So this one, the Mini does not have a high. It just goes straight to the low. So let's do low comparisons. The low on the Pro is 13 lumens for 37 hours. The low on the Mini, I believe, is 18 lumens, and that lasts. And I don't have the duration on there. You'd have to check the other video, but it lasts. I know in the multiple hours, like probably around a day or so. And then the Pro has something called Firefly. That's only 0.41 lumens, but it lasts for up to 15 days. So this does not have Firefly. And then they both have a strobe capability. The strobe lumens on the Pro is 92 lumens for 260 minutes. So basically, summing it up, your max output on the Pro is 1022 lumens. The max runtime in Firefly mode is 15 days. The battery, like I said, it's a rechargeable battery built in, not replaceable. So obviously the flashlight's not expensive. If it ever, the battery wasn't lasting to your desire, I would just recommend replacing the flashlight. The max beam distance on the Pro is 134 meters. The peak beam intensity is 4,500 candela. The impact resistance, which it does have, is 1.5 meters, and it is waterproof, IPX8 to 2 meters. So that's pretty good, right? Everything else I'm looking at, it is I have some European specs on it, but we'll just keep the American standard measurements and stuff on there. So basically, if you were to compare the two, and I was to look at both of these, I don't think that the Pro is a replacement for the Mini. It's just the Mini's much smaller. I find it much more convenient to carry as far as if you want something smaller. This would be comparable, I think, if I was and I'm probably going to put it in my rotation for when I don't want to carry my wedge, my Streamlight wedge, or my stiletto, my Surefire Stiletto Pro. This would probably replace those. But like I said, this would be more for if you're looking for a smaller carry, not quite as bright. This is going to give you comparable brightness to the Stiletto and the Wedge. So this is kind of more in those ranges. So they're two different applications. I was thinking when I originally purchased the Pro that it was going to replace my Mini, but I think I'm just going to add it to the rotation, and the Mini is going to stay. I like the Mini. The size is great. Everything about this flashlight really is awesome. I think ThruNite's a great company. Like I said, it's just made in China, and I kind of have a little contention with that. But there's still some other ThruNite products I've been looking at, and I'll probably get and review in the future. But I do think it is a substandard product in comparison to Streamlight and Surefire products. So anyway, that said, it was great taking a look and making a comparison through over the two of the flashlights. For the next video, I'm hoping that knife arrives. I don't want to say what it is yet, just in case something happened to it. But I look forward to reviewing that. So if you can watch for the next video, I look forward to sharing the new knife with you, and look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care, and talk to you later. Bye.